Unable to sleep, Hilma finds herself outside, with pike in hand and her backpack full of what she would need to survive the coming fight. It was time to travel to the north, to the scout tower that oversaw this region. The screams of her friends, now long dead, still plague her. Maybe silencing the migos there will finally bring her quiet. The cold winter air breezes past, and Hilma shivers, gripping that pike as tight as she can. It's time to leave. Time to travel north. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Innawood. We are here with our Baroness, and we are as prepared as we can be. Over here on the cart, we have our leather cloak, our pike, and a few other bits and pieces. We have forged anew the iron-shod quarterstaff, and we have a fair few blunderbuss slugs that I have made for us. We've even brought the shot along, just in case we need it. I did a little bit of research to see whether or not we were going to be able to make a filter mask, which would have helped us out a lot. But unfortunately, for this, we do need to have a plastic bottle or sheet. The sheet, you need a plastic bag, and the bottles require you to have a vacuum sealer. We can make a makeshift one, but there is a lot involved in that process. So we're kind of stuck with what we've got. We are as warm as we possibly can be as well. We are wearing our scarf. We've got our head bandana on as well. And as we jump onto Sarah here, we are going to put the leather cloak on too. We are very encumbered at the moment, but that's not always going to be the case. Let's start Sarah up. We are going to make our way north. I did try putting the sail on the travois, and Sarah hated it. She really did not like it. What it effectively does, get out the way, is that it kind of rams the travois into the back of Sarah. It doesn't work as you might hope it would. And we're going to stop here for a moment because we need to straighten up. And once we're out into the field here, we should be able to ride pretty quickly up in the direction of where this thing is. And we can comfortably sit around about 30 to 32 kilometers an hour. We won't push Sarah much further than that. I also repaired the travois in between episodes just using a little bit of super glue, which is using bone and some of our clean water to make a nice super glue paste. It was enough to patch it back together, and I hope that it is going to last the journey, because walking back all this way while injured after attacking a tower isn't my idea of fun. Put on the brakes. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. We handbrake slid towards a crater. That was terrifying. Let's not do that again, eh? Oh boy, let's start to slow down again. I think we're close. I think we're very close, in fact. Let's see. Okay, well, we didn't overshoot it, but we've nearly ended up in another forest, so let's go around. Oh, and we can hear screams. I think we're close. I think we are close. And weirdly, we can hear a whole heap of movement just over the sound of hooves. Okay, let's stop here. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been here. A hot minute, you might say. So, how do we want to go about this? We want to try and make our exit from here as quick as possible. So, we're actually not in a bad position at the moment. I do wonder if it would be better if we had you facing upwards. Tough to make that choice, really is. I think for the moment, let's go take off our fur scarf and the leather cloak. And we can even probably take off the head bandana as well. just because while we are a little bit colder now, it is not going to be cold in there at all. Next up, we need to worry about our torso encumbrance. So it really kind of comes down to whether or not we want to have all of our ammunition with us and the molotovs. I think the molotovs are going to be quite situational. So I think for the moment, we're actually going to leave the backpack on the back of this. Ideally, we'll run out here to try and deal with our enemy. We do have the iron shod quarterstaff. However, our torso is still quite encumbered. And we probably don't want to be fighting a migo guard with the quarterstaff. We could be using the pike from the back of this if we can get it moving in time, but it's all about whether or not we can, get the distance that we need. Ideally, what will happen is we'll go in there, we'll bait something out, and then we'll deal with it outside here. And I think for that reason, let's try and see if we can position you a little differently. We've had to do a fair bit of wrestling here with Sarah. Not exactly easy to reverse a dinosaur, Okay, I think that's probably the best we can do without getting Sarah in the thick of this horrible, foul-smelling air. It's going to be warm, it's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be a hell of a time. We can hear screaming from above, some strange language we can't understand. Let's hope we're not too late, Hilma. Let's use one of those holsters, get a blunderbuss out, and we'll start to make our way inside, and this is not going to be pleasant. That foul-smelling air takes effect. It smells like vinegar and mold, and it hurts our lungs. How lovely. Okay, up we go. Shall we peek? Let's peek. Okay, peeking up here, we aren't immediately seeing any enemies. Doesn't mean that they're not there. Let's go up for real, and just wait a second. That is our enemy, Amigo Guard. We could take a shot from here right now. It is starting to shriek. It will probably try to daze us. We're going to go downstairs immediately and we're going to start to run. And I hope that this thing decides it wants to try and follow us. We'll give it a second or two to make up its mind. We'll yell ourselves. Okay. It's not coming yet. And as you can see, the temperature in here is rising rapidly. So now we go up again. We peek yet again. It looks like it's returned to where it was before. Okay. Up. And we wait a second. You know what? We'll wait while we are steadying in this general direction. Because if we see it, we can take a shot. Okay. We can see that turns are going past now. It kind of emerged from over here, right? In this darkness. We see electricity arcing nearby. And still, we see no enemy. Come on, I know you're in here. Alright, fine. We're going to have to scream. We yell out at the top of our lungs, which doesn't really mean much in a place like this. Let's peek, and there it is in the corner. It can see us, it is aware of us, but will it follow? I think the answer is yes. But we might have to convince it to. Oh, there we go. Okay, it has dazed us. Let's actually stop aiming, because I think it is on the chase now. Indeed it is. Down we go again. Oh yeah, it's following. It unsuccessfully attempts to shock us. We continue to run, leading it outside. We're going to go around the travois. Oh boy. Oh, it got us good. That was always going to hurt. Our tool belt is sliced as one of its arms tear into us. Okay, we take control of the travois and we are just going to go top speed out of here. Thank you. Okay, now that we have a little bit of speed, let's let go of those reins, and we're going to try and see if we can get a shot at this thing. Okay, we're still moving, but that's only going to last for so long. 24 damage. A hit is a hit. It's minor bleeding though, and we are heavily bleeding. So we're going to take control of the reins. Let's swap out to the other blunderbuss, which we can actually do pretty quickly. You know what, screw it. Let's let go of the reins again. And steadying up with the best shot we can get. Okay, 32 damage. That's kind of the best we can get without a critical. And it's still got a lot of life left in it. So let's get the distance that we need. Just traveling directly north. We are going to stop right there. Let's use the holster, put the blunderbuss back away. We need to let go of the reins, and we need to grab one of these bandages. We need to wrap that on our torso to try and stop the bleeding. That's done most of the work. We'll put the other one on our head. Okay, torso and head are still bleeding at this stage. Okay, let's give it a second or two. The head is good, and our torso hopefully should stop bleeding. Okay, our hands are too encumbered. Let's take off the fur gloves there and start to put on more pressure. Come on, Hilma. Come on. And there we go. Okay. Gloves back on, thank you. Just to step off to the side for a second or two. Just kind of try and take a breath. Let's recenter that camera. Okay, well, that could have gone a lot worse. We did manage to bait it down, which is what we were after. Okay, let's reload off towards the side. Oh, we'll have to reload close enough to actually be able to get the slugs. Okay, and with our blunderbuss in hand, let's turn this travois around. We're going to be heading back pretty much in the exact same direction we just came from. We don't know at what point this thing will be. We also don't actually know if it's gone back or not. Ah, we can hear a piercing wail. There it is. Hello, hello. Okay, let's start to turn. I want to get up a little bit more speed. 12 kilometers is good. We'll let go of the reins and we'll start to aim. Now we could do drive-bys with the pike. Ouch. But, you know, our strength isn't amazing right now. Oh, and plus those shots are just very, very satisfying. Okay, we're going to take control again because it seems like when we let go for long enough, Sarah stops. Oh boy, that was way too close for comfort. All right, with a bit more speed, let's use the other holster and we'll let go and we'll get a shot. 20 damage. Well, we're going to have to ride away and reload now. Let's do it. And we'll stop right there. Yeah, we're in severe pain. That's from the kind of dazes it's doing to us. Not pleasant. Once again, we are locked. We are loaded. Oh, let's not fall off. We're just traveling back on the track that we were on. We can see blood. We can hear it. And there it is. Okay. Managed to daze us then. That's fine. Get a little bit more distance. That'll do me. Okay. Here we go. Probably not going to kill it with these two, but we can do some significant damage. We can definitely do better than a 13. We've still got some speed, that's fine. Much better aim. How are you looking? Well, it's streaking and it's bleeding badly. It's not an arterial bleed or anything like that, but it's still significant. We'll pick back up our speed again and reload. Obviously, we need to keep in mind that this is just one migo and we are using, you know, a fair bit of ammunition on it, but it's still better than going direct hand to hand with these things. Hang on a second. Migo. We're seeing a regular migo. Okay, downstairs. What the hell are you doing there? Interesting. Alright, where's our friend gone? There you are. Okay, right, let's take our shot. We can see the damage that it's done to it so far. Oh man, we were just going too fast. Let's turn around and try again. Alright, it's close. Let's release. Give me careful aim, please. That'll do it. And on to the next one. Okay, good strikes on this thing. It is doing bad. It might even bleed to death now, so let's hope that's going to be the case. Let's step on that speed. Okay. And we'll stop here, thank you. And reload. Spinning back around. I hope it is done for now. Let's see. We're getting closer. Where are you, friend? Did it go south? Maybe. We're not seeing it. Tried to follow us for a little bit. I don't see a body, but I do see a blood trail going around the side. Okay. It's still alive. Of course it is. Of course it is. Let's step up that speed, get a little faster, and let's get this shot off. It's only minor bleeding now, so we need to do a bit more damage to take it out. That's not enough though. Come on, this thing is nearly dead. Let's take control and we'll go in with one more. Unless we want to risk the pike. You know what? Let's see if we can reload this. While I am tempted to try out the pike, I feel like it's still worth us playing it safe. And that's why we did enough to kill it. Just one migo guard down. So now we get closer again. We see what's out there. We've been firing pretty close to here. So there is a chance we might have drawn extra attention. Let's see what we got. Are we lucky enough? Doesn't seem like it. Okay. So, oh no, I am wrong. I am entirely wrong. Okay, yeah, let's back up out of here, and we want to get going pretty freaking quickly. Thank you. Okay, that's good. We've got a okay amount of speed. That'll do it. So let's release and get ready to shoot at this thing. There's some careful aim. Ooh, okay. And our second shot. 27. 'Tis the same. That's a badly bleeding torso. Okay. Don't dive. Don't dive. Okay. Got a fair bit of distance there. And we should be able to spin back around. Okay. Oh. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. It is Molotov time. Ah, this is amazing. This is amazing. Okay, so we got 3 of them down there. Beautiful. That is a beautiful thing. Okay, so let's recenter our view. First of all, let's go and use this holster. And let's wield a Molotov. As dangerous as this is, we need to light it while driving, which I don't know if we can, and then we need to chuck that thing. So we're going to want to have a fair bit of speed here. Okay, that seems to be their spot around about there. Let's light this thing. We need a source of fire. Okay, right. We're going to need to get the pack back on. Fine, that's fine, that's fine. They seem to be good to just head back for now. So let's stop. Let's wear the backpack. And now, now I hope this works. If this works, this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, all right. They're pretty close together. We like that. Let's activate this. It's lit. Time to throw it. And I want to try and hit these 2. Pretty good. Pretty good. Can we draw them through it, though? Okay, we actually need a fair bit of speed now. Okay, they seem to be running away from the fire, mostly. You know what? The fire could potentially blind them to us. That is entirely possible. Let's just stop here for a second. Or rather, drive real nice and slow. They're not like zombies. I don't think that they're going to be dumb enough to just walk straight through the fire at us. Okay. Let's try and use the blunderbuss from here. See if we can actually get a shot. We'll release the reins. Okay. Oh, we're right on the edge of being able to hit them. Okay. We could also just chuck another Molotov at them. We've kind of got them together. This is so incredibly dangerous. All right, holster time. Let's wheel the Molotov. Okay. They're staying there. They're afraid. They're afraid to cross the flames. Let's light it up. It's lit. Okay, how far can we throw it? Not that far, but that should still hit them. Okay, it did. And it scared that one off. Okay, I'll take that. Let's slow to a walk if we can. Oh, the other one died. We actually did get it on fire. Okay, so I think if we get this just right, we can get them. It sucks that we're using all of our Molotovs here, but this is to get a lot of them. Okay. We know we only have about 4 squares that we can throw. I think that's as dangerous as I'm willing to get. The Molotov goes out. Light it again. Oh, come on. Yes. There we go. Okay. I think that might just get them. No! But it does cause them to kind of be trapped on the other side there. I'll take that. And we'll take some shots. A precise shot. Oh, yeah, okay. Are we getting hurt by the heat all the way over here? Seems like it. You know what? They could have also just done a stunning attack on us. They do not seem bothered by the heat. Not in the slightest. I mean, makes sense with what we know about them. Time for the other blunderbuss. We're going to stay concentrating on this one here as well. Oh, good hit. And we're going to back up. We're going to back up. We're going to reload. And that's it. Got that reloaded. They're kind of trapped there on the other side. This one's been bleeding a fair amount. This one is still okay. It's so frustrating that that last Molotov was just off. It's okay. We've still got a lot of fire to work with here. A precise shot. I like it. Let's go for another one of those, please. Thank you. Okay, how are you looking? I think we're probably just going to let that try and bleed and start doing more damage to the other one. So we back up into that darkness, away from them. Let's start reloading. Okay. Back out we go. The molotovs burn for a long while. We've got that going for us. Man, our strength just gets terrible the second that we get close to there. I don't think you're going to bleed to death. You need one more shot, don't you? I hope that does it. 32 damage. Should do it. Okay, another precise shot at the other one. We started that one's journey to death. Back into the darkness. Okay, Hilma. I think we got one down. Just one more now. Another precise shot, and yet another. Okay, how are you looking, good sir? Heavy bleeding on the torso, alright, but as we know, it's going to need more than just that. We are down to 10 slugs. Okay, Hilma, here we go. Good, and one more. Okay, is that enough? Bad bleeding, it's shrieking. That should be enough. We're going to go back and reload. For anything else that's still inside there, it looks like the fire is finally starting to die out. Not enough that it can't get to us, and it's very comfortable in there. It's not actually standing on fire, exactly. But yeah, the hot air doesn't do anything to it. But fire does. You know, it's almost at the point where we could get it with the pike if these two squares weren't on fire, but I feel like if we get any closer, we will start taking damage. It's got such little health left. Do we just leave it? And it stopped bleeding. All right. You know what we got to do, Hilma. Let's do it. There we go. The migo guard dies. Well, we are going through our resources. We are still hearing piercing wails, many piercing wails above, which is not great. It really is not. We've killed so many of these things, but they're still there. All right, Sarah, let's get you moved so that we can make a quick getaway again if we need to. Trying to get this on a straight line is not exactly easy. Okay, not what we want. And we have noise. The kind of noise that doesn't have an arrow. Footsteps. That's the room that the Hulk was in. But the remains of that are long gone at this stage. So that's not what we're looking at. We might have just a friendly migo hanging out in there. Ideally, not a guard. Let's just straighten Sarah up here, if possible. I feel like that's going to have to do in terms of the closeness. Okay, are we still hearing noise? Yup, definitely something there. Okay, can I just bash on the side of the wall? See if I can get your attention. It's either inside or it could be on the other side of the wall. Don't like that. Yeah, we're hearing other noises down here, but they are all above. Okay. Once more in. How many more slugs do we have left? 7 left. Okay, and importantly, we don't have slugs in there at the moment. Sarah, just chill with me for a moment. Hi. Okay, yep, that's going to be a problem. Let's jump on. It tried to stun us. Sarah, let's get this thing a-moving, please. Thank you. Yeah, so the shot that we've got isn't going to help us out. We could try and sit on the other side of the fire and shoot at it, but that fire's been burning for a while now. That's a dangerous prospect. I think let's just head on over this way and we'll get some proper slugs in. So we've got both of them unloaded and now slugs. Slugs, not shots, please. Should always put the shots somewhere else so that we can't use them so easily. We're going to spin this sucker around. Wow, that was a large turning circle. Okay, we're all right. The Travois did ram into something there. Yeah, let's turn at 6. That's a lot safer. We can accelerate pretty quickly. We want to get a good line here if we can, so that we have a good shot when we get closer. It might have run back inside though. Let's see. No, okay, it's on the other side of the fire. That works. That works for me. Okay. Hi there, you fiend. All right, let's take a precise shot. I like it. And drawing out our second blunderbuss. Let's do it again. Precise. Okay, it is shifting. It is moving around. We need to be aware of that. I don't feel great about reloading, just because reloading can take a while. I mean, there's still a lot of fire there. We should be okay, right? Oh, I did shot. Damn it, Rycon, come on. Okay, slug. All right, that's the shot one. We're going to have to unload it. And that fire is diminishing pretty quickly. You know what? To be safe, Sarah, let's get going. I still need to reload the blunderbuss that's in our hands. We can do that. We'll just go to the north. Slug. Okay. 4 left. 6 if we're counting the 2 that we actually are using at the moment. And we're just going to run north to south for now, I think. Let's get in line with the fire. It is still right by it by the sounds of things. Yep, there it is. Just hanging out in the heat. Okay, we're going to slow down. Or rather, let's keep the speed at what it was. I want to try and actually pick up a little bit of speed there. Let go. And it's not following. Okay. That's a decent shot, right? It is, and it isn't. Let's grab a hold, and we'll do that again. We might as well do a reload while we're down here. And up we go, Sarah. Up we go. It's out of the fire. You want to come and follow me? Or are you just going to dick around by the wall there? Hard to tell. We got it on our trail. We're going to start to speed up, because the second that we let go, it is going to start to slow down. Let's take that shot. We're not going to say take a precise shot, because there's a chance that this could just stop moving altogether. But ideally, we get too precise. And there we are. Okay, 30 damage, much better. And this thing is slowly dying. We'll take another shot while we're here. There we go. Blunderbuss 2 Electric Boogaloo. Let's step on that speed, Sarah. And that blood trail, it's going to make it nice and easy to follow. Let's slow down a whole heap here. Just turn around the rock, and then let's do some reloading. We'll actually make sure we're stopped first. 2 more slugs. It's all that we got. We really went through our resources here, huh? Okay. I mean, we could try and pike the thing to death, but that's also a dangerous prospect. I don't want to put Sarah into the firing line if we can avoid that. It's bleeding lots. There it is. Okay, let's do this thing. Okay, I'll take that shot. Oh boy. And we're not really moving. I'd really like to step up that speed. It ain't gonna happen, is it? Come on, please. It tried to shock us. Oh, that was close. Okay. We need to keep in mind that what we are driving isn't exactly the most robust vehicle in the world. This thing can get damaged, and we're actually going a little slower at the moment. The yoke is more damaged than I would like, and I don't think it's going to be an easy thing for us to fix. At least out here, even with our repair kit and whatnot. Okay, let's stop. We have one more shot with our other blunderbuss. Here we go, Hilma. Let's make it count, please. Because otherwise it's going to have to be the pike. And that's a dangerous, dangerous prospect. There is another body in the fire. I don't know if that's it. It could be. It isn't. But it is quite hurt. We just need a little bit more. And that'll do it. Okay, I want a precise shot here. That's gonna have to do it. It's right on us. And it's still alive. It's badly bleeding. It's gonna die any moment now, but we might too if we can't get this thing out of here. So Sarah, please step on the gas. Oh man, it's barely moving at this stage. It's got us good. And the travoir's not moving anymore. Okay. No vehicle controls found. We just need to dive. Dive from the vehicle. Oh, this is bad. This thing is nearly dead, but we are in a terrible position right now. There's just no stopping them. We've got 0 strength. Our speed is terrible. Sarah might be the only thing that could potentially save us right now. Much faster than us, though. Come on. Can we mount up on Sarah? We gotta try. And as we clamber onto Sarah, as our torso aches and bleeds, and our left leg is bleeding badly, this thing finally dies. Let's recenter our view here. And we're going to hop off of Sarah as quickly as we can, dropping the blunderbuss to the ground. We're also going to take off the fur gloves, because we need to stop this bleeding ASAP. First of all, our torso, because that can and will kill us. We're going to take this boiled bandage and we're going to apply that to our torso. It stops the bleeding. Okay, it took a while to do that. And we're also going to apply these to everything else that we need to. Left leg is still bleeding. Man, just no bandages on anything right now. We'll rebandage our head. Our left leg should stop bleeding. We'll see if we can put some pressure on it. Come on. There we go. So, not in a great condition. I think the yoke and harness has been removed from this. Possibly. We can still hear shouts from above, from people that are inside here. Sarah, I know you're afraid, I know you're running, but I need you to stay with me for now. Let's go ahead and lead you, bring you back over here. We are so lucky to be alive, but in this one day, we have killed so many of these things. How many of them are here? This is, it's a lot to deal with, but we can't win this fight today. This has been but one battle in a much larger war. This isn't defeat for Hilma. This is a necessary retreat. She can return home, heal her wounds, and make more of those molotovs. Because while the flame doesn't seem to spread far from them, that initial blast and the fire that we get from it, that can make migos burn. Hilma, it's been a hell of a night. Let's get you and Sarah home. I hope you were all on the edge of your seats with me and Hilma, but we aren't out of the woods yet. Oh no, we still gotta make that long journey home. And I gotta hope that we can fix the travois. If you did enjoy today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned. And finally, I'd like to extend a great big thank you to the Legion on Patreon, who continue to make this cataclysmic content possible.